Welcome to another Tech War, where we discuss about two technologies, the advantage, the contribution, and have a little bit of explanation of how are the main functionality of each of them.
In this episode, we will have an interesting showdown between .NET 6 and .NET 8, comparing the innovations and improvements of the two versions.
Before anything, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and also share the video if there is something interesting for you and for your friends.
As I said, my name is Jose and I'm a software engineer at Advancio. I've worked with .NET for a long time on different projects, and I'm here to point out the great things that the .NET 6 brought to the table.
Yes, and my name is Raul, and I'm a software developer as well. And I have experience working with .NET in multiple platforms and multiple versions, applying some solution and so on. So I'm very proud to be part of this conversation about .NET version 6 and 8 matched down. So yeah, we are going to provide some information about the development sides, and the battle is going to be involved the different topics that are the development, the C# updates, performance and productivity, compatibility, and last but not least, the security that they can provide.
First of all, what is .NET? Well, basically, .NET is an application platform supported on Android, Apple, Linux, and obviously Windows operating systems. And .NET was made for building many kinds of applications and can run programs written in multiple languages, but C# is the most popular.
Also, the Microsoft.NET is one of the main tools that Microsoft is using in all the environment that it is providing, the cloud environment, the software environment, the Windows environment itself. So yeah, it's really a good platform to start developing, learning, and also applying some solution, because this is one of the best platforms that you can use as a developer.
Let's start with the development. One of the most important updates in .NET 6 is the unification of SDK-based libraries and runtime across mobile, desktop, and cloud apps. Also, it added new features in C# 10 to reduce the amount of code you need to write. And lastly, the web stack and minimal APIs make it easy to quickly write smaller and faster microservices. This point is one of the strengths of .NET 6.
Absolutely. And also, speaking about improvement, .NET 8 version is very focused to enhance the development experience, the introducing changes in existing machine patterns. Also, the primary constructor and collection initializer are one of the main of the feature that it is providing. Yeah, basically is featuring the C# 12 and is having a lot of code improvement and easy to understand and make the developer work easy to write clear, use and consistent code. So yeah, going to the next topic, that is gonna be the C# updates that one of the the version are providing. This topic for at least for the version 8 is getting the innovation of adding an update garbage collection that is improving all the execution in real time, and is allowing developers to change the memory limits of the application that is developing in the fly. So this is a great advantage for developers. Also, is adding the data validation attribute as well as the collection expression initializing that make the declaration of objects and variables very, very easy. The default NAMA parameters and align and type are one of the best features, as well as the JSON objects implementation that they can use to prepare the code ready to be used for the API calls and that. So yeah.
On the other hand, .NET 6 works with C# 10, and C# 10 added features like interpolated string handlers, global using directives, improvements on lambda expressions, structure types, record structs, allowed const interpolated strings, allowed both assignment and declarations in the same construction, and more updates to have shorter and more readable files. The next topic is the performance and productivity. Speaking about the Net 6, it included numerous performance improvements. For example, the file stream type has been rewritten to provide better performance and reliability on Windows. Also, it introduced CrossGen 2, a tool that provides ahead of time compilation to improve the startup time of an app. So we have good updates in this part for .NET 6.
.NET 8 it has a lot of performance improvement, and one of them is the runtime that is consuming a fewer resources than before, that allow the developers to start doing and debugging more quickly on the code. One of the best feature about performance of this version is the improvement in the launches of the application, so you don't have to wait a lot of time when you are compiling or debugging your project. So that's an interesting feature. And last but not least, the support. So improvement in the parallelism that allow the developer to have more scalable and efficient code at the time of doing the architecture of the project. So yeah, that is very interesting as well.
There is another factor that is important to point it up: the productivity and the investment of time and effort to finish an application in .NET 6 has been reduced thanks to the improvements implemented, such as Hot Reload, a feature that lets you modify your app source code and instantly apply those changes to your running app, avoiding app restart between edits. I think a lot of people use that. It's very useful. Also, new Git tooling and intelligent code editing can help you to reduce the time on code refactoring, code reviews, and synchronization with the work teams repository.
That's actually a good point, the productivity. On .NET 8, basically they have a lot of features using a new kind of tag system that allow the developer to add a validation as a tag, line arrays, and also alias of any kind of tag. So attribute validation, and that is very important on this version, and the uses of the machine learning. So this is a great feature that this version is focused on it, and is having AI tools to assist the developer to do some code analysis, debugging, and annotation for repetitive tasks. And also the automation is going to be part of the improvement of this one. So yeah, it's also a good productivity side on this version.
The two versions has good features. Let's speak about the compatibility. .NET 6 included support for macOS, ARM 64 or Apple Silicon, and Windows ARM 64 operating systems. Also, .NET 6 is supported with Visual Studio 2022 for Windows and Mac, both of them.
Yeah, actually, that is good. Also, .NET 8 contains compatibility for the next gen silicon that allow the acceleration, vector acceleration feature built by specifically by Intel AVX 512. That is the most recent architecture for this execution. But also they contain the AVX support that allow the vector instructions to be executed in older hardwares or on AMD or RAM, that is the Mac processor as well. So yeah, they have a lot of new and old compatibility as well. The last topic that we have is the security. And .NET version 8 has really interesting security topic on this one that is related to the cartographic fortification. That is an inside library for the SDK of this version that allow to use the SHA tree, the SHA tree cartographic technology that provide an enhancement of security compared for the other algorithms. So if you are if you need or you are developing some application that is sensitive but you need high security level, this is a good option to integrate on all of them. So yeah,
.NET 6 has improvements in security too, and almost there are very similar points in here. It has been improved with support for OpenSSL 3 and the Shasha 20 Poly 1305 encryption scheme and runtime defense in depth mitigations, specifically control flow enforcement technology. And the control flow enforcement technology is an Intel technology available in some newer Intel processors that adds capabilities to the hardware to protect against some control flow hijacking attacks. So on security, I think that Net 6 did its job very well. Finally, in my opinion, I think that Net 6 was a fresh and innovative version by simplifying the development of application for multiple platforms, adding tools to improve the productivity, and focusing on having a simpler and more minimalist programming language. And that's why I think .NET 6 was a better version. I would choose .NET 6 because in this moment it's a very stable version, and I don't think the most of the projects need .NET 8 features. Maybe you need to read more and learn about the new features of .NET 8. So it's a little waste of time. So I think for a project that doesn't need the features that Net 8 have, I think that Net 6 would be the best option.
Also, that speaking about the .NET 8, in my opinion, even if they doesn't contain a lot of improvement in comparison of the 6th version, this is pointing to the new ways to use the development tools inside the new environments. So for example, all the improvement that .NET 8 is having is focuses on the clouds systems, AI focus, and also a lot of minimal consuming time at the development time. So if I have a new solution to implement, I definitely go for the version 8 because it's containing a new features, allow me to have connectivity to Azure tools. The AI tools is gonna help me to do less code and have more performance in my development skill. And also I'm going to be focused on the any system and environment to be running my code. So I'm inclining myself to the .NET 8 because it's a new version, contains all the new features, and also help me with the compatibility, and I don't need to care about what platform is going to be running my application. So yes, basically that. So .NET 8, in my opinion, is even if it doesn't contain a lot of improvement than .NET 6, the ones that they have is really focused and has a lot of efforts pushing the technology to the future. That is based on the AI focuses, and also the cloud system, and all those integration is having like a core inside this version. So this is improvement and is containing all the advantage for the previous version. So I think it's continuing using the best of the oldest, but it's improving for the new architecture of the system. So I think .NET 8 is the future for this one. We hope you enjoyed this talk about this technology, .NET 8 and .NET 6, and what those versions was introducing to the development world. And in this kind of environment. So
it's always worth summarizing this information to keep track of where a useful feature or improvements are coming from. The more we know about .NET versions, the better we develop.
Absolutely. So thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoy this talk, and also like, subscribe, those kind of stuff, and yeah, share the video if you like it. And yeah, hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.